Hello everyone, it's Rob Anderson. Today I'm going to do a short video on comparing two crafts or crafting niches, I suppose is the right word, to give you an idea as to how I do my research and how you can look into researching. At the same time, it's just for your interest. There's not likely to be huge gains out of this, but it gives you an idea as to how to find out what's going on out there. This is out there as far as people buying your products. Okay, so on a whim, without any thought at all, I went to Craft Count and went to top sellers and chose woodworking down here. So there's a million things I could have chosen from. Well, okay, so not quite a million. For no reason. And I think the other one I chose was knitting, because currently right now I'm dealing with a few knitting clients on my crafting site, so it's all cool. Now, huge difference here. Let me go straight to, by the way, so before we go into this, I was going to use these top sellers to show you that these are woodworking related products on Etsy. These are all Etsy products. So, for example, the first person there is Mr. C Wood Products, has sold 36,000 items just on Etsy this year. And then 22,000, 16,000. It jumps fairly quickly within the top 20 down to 4,300 items. But, and this is important to remember, in certain items like woodworking, to sell 36 items of, let's go here and look, to sell 36,000 items of personalized family, I suspect these are going to be carved items, kind of like wedding signs or first name signs, even though they're all $40 a piece, so that's a nice total to work on, to work things out. As opposed to the guy who's doing, and I don't know which ones yet, so let's just pick any. Let's try Country Crafts. But a person who's actually manufacturing big wooden items, so we're talking about benches and furniture, and okay, these aren't either, these are much more crafty or related and done in wood. Okay, but you get what I'm saying. It's the guy who's making benches is a different. It's still, you still need skills and you still need to be a tradesman, crafter. But yes, a different feel. So a different cost of product too. You know, a guy who's selling only 5 benches a month at, pick a number, $2,000 is doing as good as the guy who's selling thousands of these signboard creatures. So we need to take that into account firstly. Then the next thing is in the knitting is that, let's just go and have a look at what Jeanette does. In the knitting items, again, they're very labor intensive and interesting. These are knitted items. Those are wire things. It shows you that my craft count is not quite accurate. I suspect Jeanette used to do a lot of knitting stuff, so she's still categorized as that. Let's have a look. Stitches. Stitch markers and knitting accessories. Hide and sheep. Oh, that must be surely wool related. Cool name. Hide and sheep's profile. Profile. Do you think I've gone to too many and it's fighting with me? Guys, apologies for my emails coming in. Let me open another and see if it's for that reason. I'd like to be able to open another as soon as my computer stops fighting with me. Okay, it's hardly relevant. Again, not stitch related. So it shows you. What it really boils down to is the buying market. So let me go across to the Google AdWords keyword tool and show you something. If you search for wood and wooden, which would in theory show up wood crafters, but it doesn't really. So let's find out what people are looking for. Now, wooden flooring is whereas no doubt it's a skill to install. Let's look for the first one that's a crafter related thing. Wooden letters gets 27,000 searches. Wood duck, that's surely for the hunters, right? Wooden toys, 22,000. In fact, this might be a better option. Let's try wooden toys. So now I come along here and want only wooden toys in my search. So what I'm doing now is that this is the top keyword under wood, and it may be not necessarily the most profitable wooden craft. Benches might have been it, but it's pretty cool. 22,000 searches on the top wooden things. Now let's go and check the comparison on knitting. Again, I put in buyer, knitting, and knitted. Now, free knitting patterns is obviously not a buying thing. It doesn't show what people are purchasing. And knitting machines, yes, they're buying knitting machines, but it's not the actual craft. So let's go down to knitted dress is the first one. And there's a very interesting thing. Look, there's only 6,600 searches. So it tells you that, in my opinion, which of course has a fair amount of bias in it, that there's a fair amount of profits in knitting dresses. Knitted jumper dress, black knitted dress, knitted tunic dress, a couple of hundred here, plus the 6,600. So if you targeted knitted dress keywords, built a website on it, and were number one for all these keywords, you're going to get a fair chunk of business, right? But it would appear in this case that wood wins, because wooden baby toys, wooden toys for kids, seem to have a lot higher searches, and I suspect it's quicker to produce a set of, pick a number, 10 wooden toys for a kid, a wooden toy set at the same value as a knitted dress, and you've not only got a bigger market for it, overall 22,000 looking for wooden toys, as opposed to only 6,600 for the other. So that's it. Shortish video by my standards. I just wanted to state that in every niche there's a sub niche or section where it can be very, very profitable. You've just got to have the tools and know that if you've got a woodworking machinery, that you're either making letters or you're laser cutting or you're doing benches or whatever it is. Once you know through this kind of research which is your best options, it's almost like a given that your business will be profitable, because you know that this many people are looking for your products every month. Then it's simply just a matter of knowing how to put a decent WordPress tiered, correctly internally linked SEO website. It's seriously not hard to learn how to do that. I can show you hell in a single 1 hour lesson. Once you've done that, and then you do the daily content creation, you add content, you do social media, and you know what, in 2 months time you will be getting all of these inquiries to your site, whatever one you chose, in this case knitted dress, in this case toys or benches or radio controlled stoves. It doesn't really matter. If there's a market for it and people are buying, you're done. It's organized. It's easy as that. It just helps to see what other people are doing here on these products, to get ideas, not to copy, but to see if they're selling thousands of these items, then you're not going to lose. Okay guys, thanks for your time. It's watching my video. Appreciate it. Take care. Cheers.